It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg alongside, and our sideline. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for Los Angeles, Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the four-man position. And for the Suns, and it's Durant in at the power forward position. He kicks to Paul.
Right there.
Back to Durant. Feeds to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. And the Clippers have possession. And George, here we go. Stripped away.
Watch outside.
Here's Booker. Kicks to Durant. Passes it to Paul. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Morris. Left side, Westbrook. Outside, George. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Morris kicks to Westbrook. The dish to Morris. Shot clock at 5. A nice shot by George.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Well, you know, I tell you what, guys, it's a tough road to hoe when you're trying to rebuild in the Western Conference. There's just no room or margin for error, and teams pile on while you're down.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with head coach of the Clippers for just a moment. We talked about the difficulties of facing a player like Chris Paul, and he said that what makes Paul so incredible is his court vision. He explained that there haven't been many players like Paul who can pick a defense apart with both his passing ability and his patience in the offensive sets, saying really, he can just wait you out until he sees a weakness, and that's where he attacks.
Thanks, Doris. And back to the Suns in the West. They did finish with the worst record in the conference. They managed only 17 wins, Steve, against other teams in the West.
And that wasn't the worst mark, but it was close. The Suns' problem was that they didn't have a huge inside presence for long stretches of the season. And when you lack depth against teams with tough power forwards or centers out west, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
You know, for so long, the Clippers were on the bottom rung of the ladder in the West, almost were a joke in the conference, but their fortunes have changed dramatically in the past few years, and now they're a team that's respected and feared.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Well, Clark, you said the Clippers have really flipped the Western Conference upside down over the last few years, and you're right. They have done it with, Steve, style, to say the least. They've got now also a very deep team.
Well, a 35-17 record against the West was enough to secure them their division and advantage in the first round. You have to remember, too, that they were without some of their big stars last season, so if they can stay healthy and really take advantage of what they have, this could be a lot of fun.
There's the pick. Roger gets a screen from Okoye. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Booker's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty, the way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
Very true, and what I noticed with him is his ability to jump on teams right out of the break. I mean, he doesn't need a ton of shots to get going. He's locked in by nature.
Clippers leading by 4.
You know, really hard to try to compare Kevin Durant to somebody. I mean, it might come from who he says he modeled his game after. In an interview last season, he said that it was Larry Bird who shaped how he played growing up as a youngster.
The shot by George, no good. The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Okoye, he's covered by Leonard. And there's the pass to Booker. It's Durant on the wing. Durant with another miss. One thing Durant shared in common with Bird, a deadly outside shot even under pressure.
Yeah, I love his unflappable nature. Kevin Durant just seems unfazed during pressure times of the games, and I think even more so, he just enjoys it. He wants that pressure. He wants the ball in his hands.
Backing in. He passes to Booker. He dishes it to Paul. Okoye. And it's blocked by Leonard. Here's Paul. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 4. Plumlee sets the pick for George. Lets it go from 11, and that one's good. George has got 5.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Okoye. Puts it up from 15. The shot is good off the backboard. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Westbrook. The feed now to George. Puts up a 3. This ball grabs the miss. Suns trail by 4. Passes it to Okoye. Dishes to Durant. Paul outside. He feeds it to Booker. Back to Paul. The pass to Okoye. He's covered by Leonard. There's the 3, and the shot is good. He has 6.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Westbrook gets a screen from Plumlee. Westbrook with the bucket.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Westbrook against Paul. Pass to Okoye.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Clippers leading by 3. Outside, George. Plumlee sets the pick for George. Powell. Back to George. Pass to Westbrook. Trying his luck deep. Here's Plumlee. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw this game.
Well, this is a good free throw shooting team a year ago. They hit about 79% of their free throws as a unit.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season. Hey, I think we all knew that the Clippers were good last year, but we really took notice when they rattled off those 17 wins in a row in December. That was a franchise record, which had previously been 11, and that's when the league really took notice.
I got yours. Watch outside.
Okoye, defended by George. Here's Okoye. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, it was the year of the win streak last season with Miami doing what they did and Denver getting hot as well. But you know, Steve, the Clippers had the first lengthy win streak and turned some heads earlier in the season.
Yeah, what was that, about 17 games in a row they won? And I thought that kind of established the Clippers in the West, put a little fear in the rest of the conference, and gave L.A. a swagger that I thought helped them get through the rest of the season.
You know, after the 2004 realignment of the divisions, the Suns jumped out quickly and secured the Pacific title a few times, but even in their long stretch as one of the top teams in the West up until the last few years, they've waited a long time to win another Pacific title.
Both free throws good from Okoye. Well, the last Suns division title coming in 2007. And with the way the rest of the division has buffed up, Steve, their roster's now looking very strong. The Suns were forced to rebuild, and now it may take a while.
Yeah, that's true. The division is getting tougher all the time with Golden State and the Clippers getting better. The Lakers, you know, are going to bounce back quickly. But the Suns have a strong history. One of the great records in NBA history as a franchise. In fact, 4th highest winning percentage of all time after the Lakers, Celtics, and Spurs.
He kicks it to Durant. Passes to Payne. Back to Durant. No good. Excellent D there from George.
If I'm him, I'm looking to move the ball the rest of the quarter because he cannot buy a shot.
Right side, Westbrook.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Payne's shot is good.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Outside Westbrook. Westbrook gets a screen from Plumlee. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Here's Payne. The pass to Okoye. All sorts of time. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
Back to Westbrook. Left side Westbrook. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Okoye, the pass to Durant. Banked in off the glass. Durant's got his first 2 points. Los Angeles leading by 4.
Kevin Durant is one of the most laid-back and easygoing guys you'll meet in the NBA, but don't be fooled. He's as fiery a competitor on the court as anyone else in the league. He's a superstar because he has the talent, but also the drive.
Shot!
Batum, good. Here's Payne. Feeds it to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Kicks to Durant. Again, Durant missing. And I think when you talk about the drive of Kevin Durant, Clark, it all comes from his love of the game.
I love watching Kevin Durant play. He is such a special talent, and you can see the inherent joy that he has in playing the game. I mean, it's palpable. It's obvious. He's a big-time gym rat, and he just loves to work on the game and continue to refine his skills. He's a joy to watch.
Here's Payne. Pass to Okoye. Here's Payne. Jacks up a three. The shot is off.
They've been getting out-muscled on the boards before coming up with that one.
Not playing tough enough. The physicality just hasn't been there yet.
Count the bucket. 9 points for Mason Plumlee.
Now, I'll tell you what, they've been a step slow here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they're allowing too many open shots. They've seemed a little sluggish to me.
Here's Payne. That one's off. Still, I think.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Powell dishes to Westbrook. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Westbrook's got 9.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out on the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Payne passes to Okoye. Here's Payne. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Okoye. From deep. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Durant kicks to Booker. Now the pass to Okoye. Number 11 busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
From deep 3-point range, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Clippers on top. They lead by 13 and will return shortly. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Gordon with it. Pass to Man. Quixote. No good with the wing jumper.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Here's the screen. And Gordon over to help. The dish to Ross. Pass to Payne. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
You know, it's no secret around the league, guys, that the Suns either have one of the best medical staffs in the game or they've built their practice facility by the fountain of youth. More evidence of that came when Jermaine O'Neal found new tread on his well-worn tires.
That's good from Payne. Well, Clark, as you said, a lot of the players that left the Suns last season, such as Steve Nash and Grant Hill, had trouble keeping their health up. And, Steve, I don't know, you've been in that organization. Whatever they are doing that are keeping those players healthy and in top shape has been working. They are admirable in the way they have led that cause.
Well, it's a tremendous training staff. They've just always done a very good job of keeping their guys healthy by getting them in the training room every day for work, by combining the strength program with the training schedule. But a lot of confidence in that staff from the players, and I think it really shows.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Guys, last year, Dwayne Wade set a career high for field goal percentage at over 52%. D. Wade said, quote, "Back when I had the team, I was the top player. I had to shoot shots I wasn't comfortable with. I made some, I missed a lot. I have a different role on this team. I don't have the ball all the time, so I need to take shots that come and understand which shots are my shots." Kevin, you gotta love the dedication to efficiency for the team's sake.
That's why he's a champion, Doris. Thanks.
Yeah, guys, did you know that the Clippers winning the Pacific Division last year was the first time it's ever happened? Yeah, you heard it right.
Good point, Clark.
That's the first time the Clippers have ever won the Pacific Division.
He dishes it to Warren. Back to Paul. He passes to Craig. That's blocked. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Clock at 4. Paul for 3. Oh, trying for it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Paul gets a screen from Ross. Paul left side. Ross dishes to Warren. Shot clock at 6. There's the feed to Ross. The tray. You know what? The Clippers go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Well, there's plenty to like about him as a player, but, you know, one thing that really stands out is the quick trigger. He can catch the ball in space, defenders all over him, but, you know, in an instant, lets that shot go, and he is accurate.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. And he's good on the second.
The difference between being a dominant or a good team and mediocrity is the ability to win on the road. The Clippers secured their spot as one of the NBA's elite teams last season because they showed the ability to get it done on the road.
Warren, the pass to Craig. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Paul outside. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Clippers leading by 13. Dishes it to Leonard. Quixote passes to Leonard.
Hey, right here.
The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Leonard's got his second basket. And the Clippers with one of the better road records in the Western Conference last year, going 24-17. Steve actually tied for the second most road wins in the West, only behind the Thunder.
And believe it or not, Kevin, it's the first time the Clippers franchise has ever had a winning record on the road. Actually, I do believe that when you think back to Clipper history. But I'll tell you what, it's a team on the rise and a very interesting club to watch.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. He feeds it to Paul. To the middle. Tipped. Pass to man. It's rebounded by Paul. Suns trail by 15. Paul left side. There's the screen. And the pass to Craig. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Paul penetrating. Phoenix no good that time either. Clippers leading by 15.
Watch the pick.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Quixote passes to Gordon. Quixote, the three. It's rebounded by Craig. And here is Paul. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
And he is still scoreless. It looks like he doesn't even want to be out there.
Morris passes to man. Now Warren. He kicks to Paul. And the layup falls. Paul's got his first points in this one.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Feeds to Morris. Shoots the three. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Guys, we've talked about Chris Paul and his leadership. It's on display off the court as well. He's a member of the Players Union Executive Committee. And after the scathing independent review of the union's leadership, he and his colleagues voted for a change. It'll be interesting to see how that all plays out.
Quixote defended by Paul. Quixote passes to Leonard.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I'll tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
This team is never afraid to get physical. I think they enjoy this style of play.
And the first one drops. Leonard hits them both.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Paul outside. He's covered by Leonard. Warren kicks to Paul. Pulls from the top of the key. Paul can't get that one to fall.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Kicks it to Morris. Pass to man. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. There's the dish to Morris. Quixote. Ross grabs the board.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Now here's Paul. He passes to Warren. Launches a three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Warren's got himself on the board with three there. Los Angeles leading by 12. Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, with how dominant he's been since entering the league, we can start to wonder where Paul will fall in terms of all-time greats when you talk about point guards. When it's all said and done, I think he'll be right in that group of the best point guards to ever play the game.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Eric Gordon. Man defended by Warren. Passes it to Quixote for the three. There's the bucket. Good. 5 points in the game. We talk about Chris Paul's place among the great point guards in league history. The advanced stats community make a compelling case to put Paul right at the top of the list. And this is going to rankle some people.
Well, it's all about efficiency when you want to talk advanced stats, and so that means how often do you get to the line? When are you turning it over? What your shooting percentages are, and Paul has really good numbers across the board.
Quixote passes to Man. The pass to Quixote. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Suns trail by 15. Here's Paul. Here's Featon. Again, Phoenix. Clippers leading by 13. Leonard with the screen on Paul. Pass to Man. Quixote. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Paul passes to Craig. From deep.
Hey, get it back, get it back.
It's hauled in by the Clippers.
You know, there was a time when the Suns were an up-and-down team. They'd push the tempo and do everything they could to get layups and shoot the three. Those days are history now. They're just not a very good shooting team from outside anymore.
Here is Ross. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Paul. Paul gets a screen from Warren. The drive by Paul. Ross. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Well, Clark, you said the Suns didn't shoot the ball well from distance. They would end up 28th in the NBA when it came to the deep ball, Steve, making just under a third of their tries.
Well, of course, a lot of that has to do with the departure of Steve Nash. They didn't have somebody creating those easy looks. Remember, they also were without Channing Frye last year, one of their best three-point shooters who had to sit out the year with the heart issue.
Suns trail by 10. He dishes it to Warren. Passes to Craig. Now the feed to Warren. Three-pointer. Another three for Phoenix.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Leonard the pass to Quixote to stop the drought. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Warren's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And now just a 5-point Clipper lead.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Outside Leonard from the arc. Rebounded by Craig. Phoenix has gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Paul with the bucket.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Yeah, they're making some shots now, Clark, finally starting to make up some ground.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
He just is not happy with how his team is executing. And they've been on the wrong side of this run. It's time for a momentum shift.
You know, sometimes just getting off the court, taking a break, and coming back out fresh will give you a chance to pull together.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. There's 1:40 left to play in the first half. Got that one up quick. And 11 points for Russell Westbrook. 1:32 left now here in the second. There's the pick. Plumlee with the steal. This is to Westbrook. On the wing, Batum. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Paul outside. He feeds it to Booker. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. And too long on the shot.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Westbrook dishes to Batum. George. Outside Westbrook. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Suns trail by 11. Paul with the ball. Back to Durant. He kicks it to Paul. They set the pick to stop the run. Batum grabs the miss.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
The Clippers have shot 6 of 7 at the line. The first free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. And George drops them both. Here comes Durant. There's the pass to Okoye. Back to Durant. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That's good from Durant. And so that brings the first half to a close. Clippers lead by 10. Well, folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to a Thursday edition of the Halftime Report. The Los Angeles Clippers in front against the Suns out at U.S. Airways Center. Great ball control offensively. The turnover differential a major advantage right now. Russell Westbrook just having his way against this Phoenix D. High percentage looks in the first half. Amazing work from the field. Shooting in the high 60s. That's big-time bucket buying. And the Suns keeping at it. Their outside scoring is letting them down so far, and without that threat from outside, their offense is bogging down, unable to spread the floor. Chris Paul hasn't made much of an impact so far. Everything's been rimming out for him. He's got to be frustrated. And we'll be heading back to the court for the rest of our coverage as we go to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 14 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense putting on a fantastic performance.
Hey, right here.
Feeds it to George. Shoots it. Can't hit. So Phoenix will take it the other way. It's Durant with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Phoenix. And here's Westbrook. Good work defensively by Paul. Koyen, the pass to Durant. Rejected by Leonard. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body, so some free throws coming up right now. The Suns have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. That's good from Durant. Durant hits them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Outside Westbrook. Westbrook gets a screen for Morris. Here's Leonard. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He just is one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when a shot goes up.
Pass to Koyen. Up and in on the layup. He's got 10.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Left side, Leonard. Kicks it to Morris. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And here's George for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. I mean, they have to get a hand in his face.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. The dish to Morris. Back to Westbrook. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Phoenix with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Passes it to Koyen. He dishes it to Paul. Six on the shot clock. Koyen hits the three-point bomb. 13 points in the game.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Leonard sets a screen for George. He passes it to Leonard. And that is good. Leonard's got 8.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Phoenix calls timeout. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Here's Eaton. Again, Phoenix.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They got their offense clicking.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here. I think Westbrook may be the most explosive player in the game right now. I mean, you got Wade, Kobe, Derrick Rose, but I think Russell Westbrook, with his speed and quickness, is probably the guy right now.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure might, Clark. So strong going back up with that one.
That's exactly what he's capable of, guys. So strong.
And George, here we go, to the paint. Zubek. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And Westbrook, really a freak athlete. Clark, a terrific dunker.
Yeah, he's a guy you would just love to see in the dunk contest, Kevin. But he says he's more of a game dunker and might not shine in the exhibition type format. And I can understand that. The dunks that Russell does in games are so vicious and so posterizing that it's hard to create that same type of tenacity and energy in a contest. So I think there are some guys that are more geared towards dunking in games than winning dunk contests.
Paul outside. Pass to Durant. From outside the arc. Suns keep it alive. Back to Paul. And there's the pass to Okoye. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. And here are the Clippers now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Screen.
And George, here we go.
Looking at the game for George. 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
And he makes the first. And George drops them both. Suns trail by 11. Paul kicks to Durant. This one for three. Again, Durant missing.
Not a bad look at the hoop, just couldn't get it to bounce in for him.
George against Durant. Now George. He's got 14. That one off the back iron and out.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they called them.
And great instincts, too. I mean, just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball.
Clippers moving the ball around. A shot by Batum, no good. Paul goes in, and there's the feed to Booker. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Clippers leading by 9.
Get the perimeter.
Outside, George. Covington. Outside, Leonard. Dishes it to Westbrook. Westbrook gets a screen from Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Lets the 3 fly. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 9th assist in the game now. Phoenix calls timeout. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical. It's been fast. It's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Paul gets a screen from Okoye. From 18 feet away, and it's Paul missing.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
He feeds it to Westbrook. And that one's on target from the wing. Westbrook's got 16.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Paul dishes to Durant. Back to Paul. And hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. He's got 6. Los Angeles leading by 12. Now here's Westbrook. 16 points for him. Leonard, the pass to Batum. Back to Leonard. There's the triple. And Paul pulls it down. Paul's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Durant. Backs him down. The fader. The second chance effort. Number 11. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
For Phoenix, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Easy play. Come on.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Clippers making a change here. He hits both from the stripe.
Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Here's Booker. He kicks it to Durant. 6 to shoot. Number 11. Right through the D for the layup. 8 points for him. Clippers leading by 10. George with the ball. 14 points for him. Feeds it to Leonard. Pass to Westbrook. Covington kicks it to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Zubek. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Well, that shot keeps him at 100% from the field this quarter.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Here's Payne. He has 5. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Okoye. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Russell Westbrook suffering that torn meniscus in his right knee after the collision with the Rockets' Patrick Beverly in the first round of last year's playoffs. Really just derailed the Thunder's hopes for a championship.
Outside, George. He's guarded by Booker. Right side, George. Leonard kicks to Morris. Back to Leonard. The dish now to Morris. And the Clippers miss again. Going back to Westbrook until that knee injury. He never missed a game in his 5-year NBA career, Clark. The longest consecutive games streak in the NBA.
How about going back to college and high school? Didn't miss any games there either.
True, right,
Remarkably durable. So this is really his first experience with a major injury, Kevin. Knowing him, though, and his tenacity and his desire to be great, I think he's going to be able to respond just fine.
Clippers leading by 8. .157 left to play in the third. George, defended by Okoye. And here's George. He's got 14. Right side, George. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. George has got 16. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Inside. Here's Featon, and he makes good on the layup. 8 points for him.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Down low, got a piece of it. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Payne passes to Booker. The shot's good from Okoye.
Not too many of those shots were dropping for him in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second.
54 seconds left in the third. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Soft touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 8.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Here's Booker. 7 points in the game. Passes it to Okoye. Here's Payne. Three-pointer. Morris with the rebound. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Leonard on the wing. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Here's Booker. He dishes it to Durant. 1 second left. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 10. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. Suns trail by 10. Al Paul. The pass to Warren. The feed to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. No good from Craig. Clippers leading by 10. Westbrook dishes to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. He passes it to Westbrook. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
He is so creative, Kevin. That's what I love about watching him. As good as anybody in the league at breaking down a defender one-on-one.
And also, he's one of those guys who can cover 94 feet in the blink of an eye and often does, with or without help on the break.
And the Clippers making a change here. The Suns shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Pass to Craig. Dishes it to Warren. He feeds it to Booker. He kicks to Warren. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. That's a 2 from Paul. Shot is no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Back to Leonard. Pass to Westbrook. Feeds it to Leonard. Covington lets it go with a 3. Cannot hit.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
Kicks the ball. Passes to Craig. Goes the dish to Warren. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Los Angeles leading by 13. Leonard the pass to Westbrook. Leonard sets a screen for Westbrook. Kicks it out to Leonard for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 16 points for Kawhi Leonard.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
The pass to Craig. He dishes it to Paul. Again, the miss by Paul.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Covington. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
And the Suns call time.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Los Angeles. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Durant. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Here's Gordon. It's stolen. Here's Booker, and he dunks it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Back to George. Fires for three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow them down.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Durant just inside the line. Durant with another miss.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Gordon kicks to Plumlee. Working on Booker. Rebound by the Suns. The feed to Durant. Takes the three. Durant with another miss. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run. Gordon dishes to George. And it's blocked by Warren. And they're able to recover. Leonard the pass to Morris. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. They shoot again. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Suns trail by 21. Here's Booker. They set the pick. Bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now, here is Morris. Leonard kicks to Morris. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
Here's Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, I think he's really willing his team on now. He's carrying them. He's doing it all. He's yet to miss a shot.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Pass to Paul.
Come on, Durant.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Clock at 6. He passes to Booker. Fires the three. Another three for Phoenix.
Now, he's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Suns trail by 16. Paul outside. Dishes to Booker. Back to Paul. He feeds it to Durant. He kicks to Paul. Pass to Warren. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Feeds to Morris. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Booker.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Booker. And here is Los Angeles now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside, George. Westbrook. With some arc, he lays it in. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Paul outside. Here's Booker. It's good from long range. Booker's got 22 points.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Pass to Westbrook, and the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, they were getting winded. Good call here to give them a quick breather.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Kick it out, kick it out.
Outside, George. Back to Westbrook. Kicks it to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Now the dish to Durant. Now the pass to Booker. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
Here's Westbrook, and there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
And the Suns making a change here. Here's Leonard. Outside, George.
I'm open.
He's guarded by Booker. George dishes to Morris. And the three off target.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Koyen, the pass to Paul. He dishes it to Booker. 6 to shoot. Excellent D there from George.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Outside Leonard. Back to George. Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Suns. Paul's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Koyen. Here's Featon. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Well, I like what they're doing inside here in the second half. I mean, they're still trailing, but they're showing a lot of grit down low in the paint.
And that one misses. Los Angeles leading by 6. Morris kicks to Leonard. The feed to Westbrook. Outside, George. They need this one. Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That's good. Westbrook's got 8 here in the quarter.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Passes it to Okoye. Back to Paul. He passes to Okoye. No luck. And the Clippers will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. George dishes to Leonard. Baseline jumper. Durant with some nice D. Suns trail by 9. Here's Booker. The pass to Okoye. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watch it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Back to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Okoye. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And now it's just a 4-point Clipper lead.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
And the Clippers call time here. They lead by 4. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And George kicks to Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 21.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 1:14 left to play here in the fourth. .114 left in the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Durant. And it's Phoenix scoring again. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Westbrook. This is to Leonard. Shoots it up. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
And Durant, here we go, nails it. And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, what a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
He kicks it to Westbrook. Clock at 6. He feeds it to George. got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
And they've got to score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste at all.
Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. I mean, that's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
Here's Westbrook. Back to Leonard. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there to ensure that they're going to go home with the W.
Timeout called, the Suns. They're trailing by 4. 8 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
I think the coach is telling them here to just take the easy points in a hurry, and then you got to foul right away.
I don't think they necessarily need to just foul blindly right away here. Still go for a steal before you send one of them to the foul line.
Eight seconds left here in the fourth quarter. No good from Okoye. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Paul. No good. And so